I gotta say, this is a pretty epic situation, a pretty epic article in regards to Robert Downey Jr. I am super excited to talk about this because, man, well done to Robert Downey Jr. in this article. Let's go ahead and get into it because, man, my respect for Robert Downey Jr. just went up after reading this. Let me tell you what. So, Robert Downey Jr. declined to campaign for Oscar for Tony Stark. The actor behind Iron Man also responded to Martin Scorsese's recent criticism of Marvel movies. Robert Downey Jr. made it a point to stay out of any Oscar race for his portrayal as Tony Stark. The actor made the revelation Monday while taping the Howard Stern show live from Los Angeles. The two got on the subject when Downey... I totally lost my place. When Downey made a quip... Okay. Okay. Stop it. When Downey made a quip about Martin Scorsese's recent comments to Empire magazine that Marvel movies are not cinema. Downey proceeded to mostly brush off the remarks, saying he doesn't think Scorsese really cares that much, but Stern said he believed the Taxi Driver director didn't like the movies, and others in the industry had the same feeling, which is why Downey was never nominated for an Oscar for his work as Stark. I'm so glad you brought this up because there was some talk about it, and I said let's not because I'm much more like you than you might really want to believe, Downey Jr. told Stern. I listened to the show, and I agree with most all of your opinions, varied though they may be. Occasionally, you'll go on some tributary trail of thought, and I'll go like, oh, that's not how I see it, but I love that you see it that way. Now that is a pretty epic comment. Downey also said, I'll tell you the truth, I didn't expect the Marvel Cinematic Universe to become what it became, and it is this very large multi-headed Hydra at this point. Now this is where it gets epic. When pressed on what Scorsese said, Downey replied, it's his opinion. I mean, it plays in theaters. I appreciate his opinion because I think it's like anything. We need all the different perspectives so that we can come to the center and move on. Fantastic comment. Fantastic comment. We need more people in Hollywood who have this type of mindset, who are not afraid of other people's opinions, but are willing to, live alongside each other, get along with each other, even when they don't agree. And this is a really eye-opening thing about RDJ. I did not know that he was this open-minded about other opinions and stuff, but him, kind of being okay with what what Scorsese is saying about Marvel and stuff, and then at the same time being like, yeah, it's his opinion, and we need more opinions. We need different opinions because that's great, right? That's awesome. RDJ coming out and saying this is absolutely fantastic, and I appreciate this so much. I appreciate him saying this so much. So thank you so much for this, Robert Downey Jr. I seriously really appreciate it. This is kind of similar to the whole situation with Ellen DeGeneres that happened yesterday, where she was sitting next to a former president, a Republican former president, let me just add that, at a football game. Because of that, the outraged culture came after her, and she was like, yeah, I'm friends with him because it's okay to be friends with people who have different opinions than you. People in Hollywood are starting to notice things like this. People in Hollywood are starting to see that people are getting way too crazy. We can't operate and function in a society where people will not get along with other people who have different opinions than they do. We just cannot function in that type of culture. And I love the fact that more and more people are coming out against this. So, Robert Downey Jr., I'm sure that we have very differing opinions when it comes to politics, religion, all of that type of stuff, but I appreciate the fact that you are willing to accept other people who have different opinions than you do. I appreciate that so much. So thank you so much for that, Robert Downey Jr. I know that this is kind of more about him, not declining to campaign for Tony Stark for an Oscar for his performance in that. If he doesn't want to campaign for that, then that's totally his decision, okay? This is his character, and I appreciate what he's done for the MCU for the past 10 years or whatever. I appreciate it so much. He's given us one of the most iconic characters of all time. If he doesn't want to campaign for an Oscar for that, that is totally his choice, and I respect it, you know. I think he deserves an Oscar for it. I really do. But at the same time, I respect him for not wanting to do that. That's totally fine. So with that being said, let me know in the comments below what you think about this, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you all very soon in another video. Talk to you later. Bye.
With my heart's desire.